Hello friends, welcome to the channel. My name is Harshal. So today we are going to start a new topic that is related to 11th standard and as well as 12th standard. Name is hydrides. It is the small topic of the chapter hydrogen in the part 2 of chemistry 11th NCERT. It is only small concept. So let's start. Come with me. Let's start. So first of all, what is hydrides? So hydrides are the compounds when some element react with hydrogen, it forms hydride. Only hydrogen, not either. So for example, when oxygen react with two atoms of hydrogen forms water, this is hydrides. And this is when sodium react with hydrogen or loses one electron to hydrogen, then it forms an hydride, sodium hydride. And when beryllium takes two atoms or two electrons from two atoms, alternate atoms of hydrogen, forms hydrides. So these are the hydrides. So let's see, let me size. So for example, EHX means E is some element and hydrogen means H and X means number of, means how much electrons are loosed or shared or given to the particular element. For example, beryllium hydride BeH2 means here hydrogen took two electrons from the beryllium, so this form beryllium hydride. And for example, here is diboron means when boron, or we can say boron, have valency of 3, it takes 3 electrons from hydrogen. So and when the conservatives of 2 forms an diboron. Boron means when boron react with hydrogen, and diboron means 2 molecules of boron, right? Now water is a covalent hydride. First of all, what is covalent hydride? So in the particular chapter, hydrides are classified into 3 types. First one is covalent hydride, second one is ionic hydride, third one is metallic hydride. So let's start from covalent hydride. Covalent hydride, for example, water is a covalent hydride. Why it is covalent? Because it is hydrogen and oxygen, both are electronegative. So here the electrons are shared, so sharing of electron or bond between two non-metals are known as covalent. Now let's see. And covalent hydrides are classified further subtypes, that are electron deficient, electron precise, and electron rich. These are 3 particular types or subtypes of covalent hydrides. So this is example of electron deficient. Why it is electron deficient? Because there is no lone pair and all is stable. For example, boron hydride. When atom of boron react with 3 atoms of hydrogen, forms an boron hydride. You can see it forms 1 1 1. So it is called deficient and boron. So it is called electron boron deficient, what we can say, electron deficient hydride, boron hydride. Second one is electron precise. Electron precise means all is stable. For example, carbon. When carbon react with, in previous case, the unstable, because this is there is no, it is unstable, boron hydride is unstable, that's why it react with other boron hydride and forms diboron. Means when one boron hydride react with other boron hydride, they form diboron because due to instability. But in electron precise hydride, there is all stable atoms, all is stable. For example, carbon. When carbon react with 4 hydrogen, it gets stable. So this is one example of electron precise. Methane. And ammonia. Ammonia is the example of electron rich. Why it is electron rich? Because there is lone pair. Yes, lone pair is means that does not react, means does not come with a reaction, does not take part in reaction, so that is called electron rich hydrides. For example, ammonia, there is one lone pair and it is the bonds. covalent bonds between nitrogen and hydrogen. So this is the one example of electron rich hydride ammonia, and it have one lone pair. So there are another like water have two lone pairs, so it is also an electron rich hydride or covalent electron rich hydride. It has two lone pairs and two bonded pairs. And now let's move to ionic compound, means ionic hydride. We completed our covalent hydrides. Now let's move ionic hydrides. What are ionic hydrides? Ionic hydrides are when one element donates or gains electron from hydrogen, that is called ionic hydrides. For example, let's take sodium hydride. When sodium loses one electron to hydrogen, it forms sodium hydride. When hydrogen is negative and sodium is positive, means hydrogen is anode, or we can say anion, and sodium is cation. Let's, for example, lithium. When lithium gives one electron to hydrogen, it forms lithium hydride, where lithium is a cation and hydrogen is anion, for lithium hydride. Now let's move water, palladium hydride and zirconium hydride. So these are the metallic hydrides. Yes, we completed our ionic hydrides. Ionic hydrides are magnesium hydride, sodium hydride, beryllium hydride. Means yes block element react with hydrogen, they forms hydride or ionic hydrides. Now let's move to metallic hydrides. So metallic hydrides are the when transition elements of block D and block F reacts with hydrogen forms metallic hydrides. For example, this is transition element D and transition element block F. For example, chromium, palladium, zirconium, these react with hydrogen and form hydrides. So palladium hydride, zirconium hydrides, these are the metallic transition hydrides, or we can say examples of metallic hydrides. But there are exceptions which do not react with and do not form hydrides. For example, the group 7, 8 and 9, the metals of group 7, 8, 9 do not form hydrides. And there is one another, means chromium react and form hydride, but MO means tungsten, molybdenum and Sg, they do not form hydrides. So remember that in group 6 chromium is only react and form hydrides, and except 7, 8, 9 all forms hydride in block D. Now let's we finished the topic of hydrides. If you like this video, hit the like button, share with your friends and subscribe to my channel. Bye bye.